All right, everybody. I think we're on. Welcome to Far Side of the Pod. My name's Jordan. We got Ridge,
What's up, everyone?
and today it's just us two. So we're going to ramble on about some rambling things, and we're going to get on with it. So first thing, of business is let's see what was on the well. We're going to talk about college football's way too early top 25 for the 2026 season, and I don't know how new this is, Ridge. So don't come after me. I went to the ESPN one and see what your thoughts on it was.
Oh, you're good. It's been out for a little while, I know.
Yeah, it says January, so I was just making sure you knew. All right. Either way, let's get to it. I know this would be a better discussion when it's just us two when we're talking about football. So, all right. So, number one, they say Indiana's going to be number one. Which after the season,
Do you think they will be?
I mean, maybe for 1 week, but I don't know if Indiana will hold up this season like they did last without Fernando Mendoza. Fernando Mendoza is just a killer football player, and that's why it didn't surprise me Indiana won it all last year, but I don't think they'll be as good this year, especially now that his brother even transferred away from the team. So, but we'll see how it goes.
I honestly, excuse me, I honestly think by the time we get into college football, like the start of the year, I don't think that they'll be sitting there. I think he'll probably jump back to Ohio State.
You think it'll be Ohio State?
That's what I'm thinking.
Well, interestingly, ESPN's got Texas at number 2. So they say Texas. But honestly, I do think this will be a big season for Arch. This possibly could be his Heisman season.
It needs to be a big season for him.
It really does. It really does. And he started to pick up at the latter end of the last season. So I could see him keep picking it up.
The true question is how big of a season does he actually want to have?
Right.
Because if he ends up being the top quarterback to go, there's a chance that him and his family is going to have to pull rank in the NFL so that way he doesn't end up at the Jets.
That is very true.
Because if I'm not mistaken, Eli pulled the same move.
Yeah, he was supposed to be drafted. I think he
got drafted.
He was supposed to be drafted by San Diego, and he was like, "I do not want to go to San Diego." And I think San Diego went to draft him, and he was like, "No, I'm not going there." And that's when the Jets decided to take him, and that's when the Chargers got Phillip Rivers, which worked out in both their favors, but still.
Right. And in all fairness to me, I think that 2's a little bit too high for Texas right now, I think.
Yeah, at least right now. I do think so.
I honestly think the best spot for them is probably I would probably drop them down to 4.
I was thinking about 5 or 4. All right, so let's see who they got.
I was originally thinking 3, but
All right, well, at number 3 they got Notre Dame.
Man, they are high on a bunch of teams that don't feel like they should be so high.
Well, my thing with Notre Dame is they put a sour taste in my mouth last season when they were like, you know what, since we didn't make it into the playoffs, we're not playing our bowl game.
If they would just, I don't know, join a conference like the Big Ten.
Right.
This wouldn't be an issue.
I don't know how they're not in the Big Ten already. Why haven't y'all decided to join the damn conference?
If I'm not mistaken, their basketball team's in the Big Ten.
Really?
I think so. So why not just go ahead and join? If your basketball team's in there, why not?
I don't know.
But Either way, I think they have them way too high.
Yeah.
I don't see them being the team that should be even up in the top five.
I don't know if
In
they're
all
gonna be.
fairness, I would put them
In my opinion, I don't see them being
at
in the top.
6.
In my opinion, I don't see them being in the top 10 by the middle of the season. So
Well, I'm not going to say that because they are a good team.
they are, but you got to think they're losing. They're losing their star running backs, both of them. They're losing their star receiver, their star tight end, and their star safety. They added some good people, but I don't know if it's enough to make up for what they lost. So I mean, to give them some grace, I can see them being like 7, but that's just with some grace, So at number 4, they got Georgia. I expect them to be here at some point all the time, just because they ride them hard.
That's the team. That's the team I would have expected to have been at the number 3 spot.
Right.
Which, I mean, I don't know how they'll be this year. I don't know who their quarterback is.
Yeah, who is their quarterback? Shoot.
They're probably going to be on their second string because their first one got arrested for a DUI or something.
Well, let's hope that, somebody else in the SEC gets some kind of love this year, I mean, heck. You thought last year was a down season for Georgia, and they still won the SEC championship. So
Yeah.
But they lost Zachariah Branch. That's a big piece of their offense. But they always got somebody. There's some. They're going to pull out who they got. That lucky guy, dude. They always got some white dude with some weird last name, or some near name period. Like they had Lad McConkey. Then now they got some dude with.
They always got a white guy with a black guy last name.
Either that or they always got a white dude who just shreds everybody. Like Brad. No, not Brad, but fucking... Oh, my bad. Brock Bowers.
Yep.
Like they always got somebody who's just going to tear somebody up. And, he looks like his name is Jonathan. So, we'll have to see what comes to the Bulldogs. Hopefully... It's one of our team's time to shine.
Yeah.
5, they got Oregon. That's a typical place I see Oregon. They did add Dylan Raiola this year. He transferred to Nebraska, from Nebraska. I don't know, but here's the thing: is their quarterback is already he was a runner-up for the Heisman. I don't know why Dylan Raiola went to the dang Oregon Ducks.
To be his backup.
But I also heard heard something that Dylan Raiola was moving to tight end.
There's no telling. I wouldn't believe it too much just because I know the cat got injured. Yeah, so
true.
I think that's why he's fine with transferring him. Sitting behind somebody is because he still needs time to heal properly and then come.
Apparently, he's still got 2 more seasons.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but I mean, Oregon's always a good team. I've always had a liking for Oregon, mainly just because their uniforms. But who knows? Maybe they'll finally get to the point where they actually do something instead of bombing at the end of the season. So
don't get your hopes up.
Yeah, no. But where would you put Georgia? You didn't say that before. Where do you think they should be, like number 3?
Georgia should be number 3.
Yeah. What about Oregon?
I said they should be 3. Oregon should be where they're at.
Yeah, 5's not bad for Oregon. This is who you said your number 1 would be is Ohio State.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think Ohio State is number 1 right now. I mean, heck, they still got the best receiver in the game. They still got really good quarterback, and Julian Sayin. I mean, they got a tailback named Bo Jackson. Shoot. And they got
I think
Legend Bay, who, whose parents tried to force him to go to Tennessee, but he eventually pitched a fit and got allowed to sign Ohio State instead.
okay, it wasn't that he was pitching a fit first.
No,
off.
no. Like I said, what I mean,
Let's be
what I'm meaning is he had to be I don't want to go here. I'm being made to. Literally showed up to a practice wearing Ohio State stuff at a Tennessee practice, and was like, you know what, just let him go so he can be happy. And I agree with that. I didn't want there to be somebody who was going to be causing a problem on our team.
Well, I mean, it was just an issue to begin with,
Right.
and was unnecessary as all get out.
It was
For that to even take place. Like you would, I don't understand why that would have been such an issue with his parents.
I don't know. Maybe it was just because it was closer or something. I don't know. But
closer, cheaper.
I agree. Ohio State is probably number one. I mean, I think they'd probably be everybody's favorite, or at least talked about the possibility of being the winners at a way early prediction.
Yeah.
Next is Texas Tech. I honestly see them bombing hard from this last season. I wouldn't say
I don't know, man.
I wouldn't say super bad, but they're losing their best player, which is that David Bailey kid. And I don't know if they
are.
And they're losing their.
My only thing with them is they got a lot of money that comes in.
True. Well, that's what happens when Patrick Mahomes was, was once.
Well, no, it's not even him. I think it's, what's his name? The owner over the Mavericks.
Oh, Mark Cuban.
I think he helps with the NIL for there. I think he's got money flowing into there. They got a bunch of high-end names flowing money in with Cuban at the lead of it. So they're just replenishing with a bunch of guys because they can afford it.
You are wrong. Mark Cuban is a prominent alumnus and donor to Indiana.
Oh, that's who's getting all the money.
Yeah.
I knew one of those two. I'm sorry, I got that stuff mixed up. But shouldn't have got mixed up. Oh well.
I mean, Texas Tech is a good team, but I think to be a soft save, I think they're going to be maybe 15. I don't think they're going to be as good as they was last year.
I'm starting them for the season. I'm dropping them to 10.
10's fair. 10's fair. All right.
Just because we don't know and they're unproven right now.
All right.
Well, proven for the year. So
next up, we'll see what we say about this one. At 8, they got Miami Hurricanes. I feel like 8 was low for them. Just running up.
So listen, as a Gator fan, this is painful to say. I think that they're going to start out higher.
Oh yeah,
or should start out higher. I think that they should be sitting at about 6.
For sure. I mean, especially with losing Carson Beck and all their really, really good defensive players.
But they gained another good quarterback. I can't remember the guy's name, but they did gain another quarterback.
Yeah.
Man, who did they replenish the quarterback room with?
Oh, I got you.
I don't know what just happened, but you glitched out hard.
I do not know. They got that kid from Duke.
Yeah.
Darren Massa. I don't know. He had a good year, so I mean, heck, and that
Darren Mensa.
Mensa. Okay. But they
Yeah.
they still get that crazy wide receiver that was like the rookie wide receiver that was going off in the national championship game. So I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be surprised they're still good, but we'll have to see if they'll be as good as last year.
Yeah. And I think they'll do good. I think that they're going to have a fighting chance for the playoffs this year.
Yeah. Oh, for sure,
Again.
for sure.
Unfortunately.
Okay, here's one that I'm
Hold on a sec,
interested.
Slater. You got a comment.
Or do I? Oh, sorry, my phone went to
No,
work.
you're good.
Oh, Ricky, what's up, brother? It's my boy Ricky Ridge. We play 2K all the time together.
Yeah, I know who it is. I just want to
yeah,
let
that's
you
right, that's
know
right, that's right.
that was in there for you.
All right, I just
All
got
right.
away from it, but yeah, number 9, we got Ole Miss. I mean, honestly, I could see them still being really good. I mean, they had that crazy push.
I see them crashing.
You think they'll crash?
I see them dropping out because they lost their coach.
Yeah, true.
If I'm not mistaken, they also lost their offensive coordinator. Now, I'm not saying that they can't replenish, but I don't see them sitting at number 9.
I think they
I
definitely
don't
have,
even see them in the top 15.
they definitely have something to prove. But I will say this: the way they were playing at the end of the season, they almost put Miami out of it. And you know, Lane Kiffin stopped being their coach like almost halfway through the season, or maybe towards the end, not more halfway, but still they pushed without Lane Kiffin. So maybe, who knows? But the fact that Trinidad Chambliss is coming back, like that's a good thing for Ole Miss. That guy's good. I love watching that kid. So at 10, but right now I'll stick him at 12. He's got something to prove, you know. But
I would drop them down to 15.
that's understandable. It's understandable. So next we got Texas A&M. How do they always get in here? Like
They're just a good, solid team. They're not great. They're not bad. They're just a good, solid team.
they are. They are.
That's
always,
all it is.
They are.
I mean,
always,
and that's honestly where they're at. Yeah, yeah. That's where I'd put them.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Let's kind of. I'm gonna go a little quicker on these just because I feel like we're taking a lot of time on it.
We are.
So at 11 we got BYU. I don't think they'll be that high. I think they'll drop.
I think they should be moved up.
You think they should be moved up?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, hey.
I think that they'll still be good. I think that the only reason why they dropped that hard was from where they lost to Duke.
Yeah.
But I still think that they'll be good in their conference. So I think they'll be better than what they are now.
Okay. All right. So 12 we got Boomer Sooner, Oklahoma. I think that's a fair ranking.
That's fair.
Yeah. 13 we got USC. I do not know how I feel about how
They'll drop.
Yeah, they're definitely dropped. They lost their best receivers. Yeah.
They lost their head coach.
That too.
They're going to drop.
Oh, yeah.
I think they'll drop out.
And they got a new. Oh, they're still searching for a defensive coordinator.
Are they?
Yeah. Well, at this time,
Jeez.
Was. All right, so
They might already have one. I don't know.
So at 14, they got Louisville. Honestly, I could see them
Oh,
sneaking up. I could see them sneaking up.
hold on. You skipped 13.
Did I? No, 13 was USC.
Yes.
13 was USC.
Thought we just because you went from Oklahoma to USC,
Yeah.
or not to USC.
So BYU was 11, Oklahoma was 12, USC was 13, Louisville's 14.
Okay, well USC I think will do good. I think that they'll have a comeback season.
Bro, you just said USC was going to drop.
I thought we was talking about. I'm sorry. I thought we were talking about a completely different freaking team.
Yo, what's up, Jerome?
Don't pay me no mind.
Jerome said, "What's up?"
You know what team? You know what team I thought we was talking about, and that's the reason why I said they drop.
What?
Don't hate me for this. I thought we was talking about UCF.
Oh, bro, I ain't even heard about that team in a long time. So
I thought we was talking about UCF for some reason. No, I don't think USC will drop. Let me rephrase this because I'm apparently not here right now. Yes, they will. They will be good this year. I don't know how good, but I think they'll be better than what it says.
okay,
Okay, you're good.
I still don't think they will, but God bless. So 14, yes, Louisville. I think Louisville can be a sneaky team this year.
They're always one of them question mark teams you don't know until they get there, you know?
Right. Welcome Cryptic.
Yeah, no, this is old.
Yeah,
compared to what I've seen. There, I've seen a different one
No,
because the
you
one
saw
I seen
CBS.
had Tennessee.
Oh, they
The
got
one I seen had Tennessee sitting up here at 15.
shoot. No, the one I saw, the one you sent me earlier had Tennessee sitting at 32.
No, that was because that was from just this past year or something. I don't know what it was like. Yeah.
Right.
But no, the one I originally seen last had Tennessee at 15.
We'll get to that.
But LSU sitting
Honestly, I could see
at
LSU being
15.
number 2. I mean,
Golly, they're going to be annoying.
yeah, they are. They're going to be stupid annoying.
The fans are going to be annoying. The team's going to be annoying. The coach is already annoying.
We got to play them at home this year.
Everything's annoying. Have fun.
Yeah.
Have fun.
And it's gonna be a really hateful ass game too, because one, Lane Kiffin, then two, Sam Levitt, who was apparently gonna go to us until freaking Levitt came to Knoxville and intercepted him.
You mean Lane intercepted? You said Levitt intercepted Levitt.
Well, yeah, Lane Kiffin literally flew into to freaking Tyson Mackenzie Tyson, whatever we call it, and caught him.
Tyson McGee
caught him while he was in Knoxville, and was like, "Hey, bro, come on, you want them?"
I think he caught him after he caught him after he had visited.
Dog, Lane Kiffin literally was in Knoxville.
Yes, after that dude visited Knoxville, because he was in Knoxville for 2 days, and then once he was leaving, yeah.
Still, Kiffin was like, brother, you want some of that Cajun food and blonde women.
Surprisingly, I don't think we have them this year.
Nah, yeah, we literally have them at home this year. But nah, LSU, honestly, it's hard not to put them at 2. I don't think they'll put them at 2 at the start of the season, but they'll be up there eventually.
Oh, I definitely ain't putting them at 2. I don't even put them in the top 5 until they prove it. All right, because at the same time, while yes, this could be a really great team, this is also underneath the coaching of Lane Kiffin.
Yeah.
That will get his team close, but couldn't scratch his nutsack to get him the rest of the way.
All right, we're going to speed run through some of these because Iowa Hawkeyes, they'll drop. SMU Mustangs, they might stay up.
They'll drop.
They've been pretty good the last couple of years, so I don't know.
I think they'll drop.
The Michigan Wolverines, they'll rise. They'll have a better season than last year somehow, some way. They got rid of that coach. Well, they could have a really bad season after their coach just got fired for all them crazy stalker things. But
listen, even then, their next coach is just a stepping stone coach.
Probably, yep. All right, so after Michigan, we got Washington Huskies, 9-4. They'll probably stay the same.
Yeah, they'll still be good.
TCU, they'll probably drop, honestly. They get their new quarterbacks from Harvard. Bro, stick to your books.
Well, okay, so in all fairness, those guys, sometimes you'll see Harvard playing good football in their division.
Wow.
So, I mean, I'm not going to crap on them. That's like crapping on Vanderbilt.
That's true. All right. So
anyways, go ahead.
Next up, we got Alabama. Please, God, drop.
I don't see them dropping.
I don't see it either, but please, God.
I see them going up. I see them going up. I don't think that. I think it's a little disrespectful that this has them that low.
Well, they got some things to prove. Especially losing Ty Simpkins. Well, Ty Simpson, not Simpkins, but Simpson and Jeremy Bernard. They got some people that they really lost. So, but you know how Bama does.
Yeah.
At 22,
they'll figure it out.
At 22, they got Penn State. Yeah, I think Penn State will have a better season than last year. Apparently, they only went 7-6 last season. Jesus.
Well, I mean, they lost their head coach after the third game.
Dude, they got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Holy heck, I'm losing count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They got 9 transfers from Iowa State. Jeez. Everybody, they got in a group and said, all right, everybody, we're going to Penn State.
That was probably where their head coach is from, their new head coach. I don't know who their new head coach is, but...
Yep, former Iowa State head coach Matt Campbell.
Oh, there you go. All right.
So
they might be better this year, but
yeah. 23 Arizona State. Hope not.
Nah.
24 Tennessee Vols.
See, that's how I know that this is old because, like I said, originally y'all were sitting at 15 on the one I seen.
Right.
And I'm pretty sure the one I found was originally from it was from either February. I think it was about mid-February.
Honestly, I think 24 is a little low.
Because also at the same time, for some reason, the one that I'd found had Florida sitting at 24. Which is surprising because I don't think that they should be right there right now. Just because we was 4-8, right?
Maybe.
We only won 4 games last year.
Here's the thing with us. I think we're going to start off slow. I mean, not saying we'll start off losing. We might start off 1-1. I don't know. But we're going to have to figure out who our quarterback is this season. We got 3 quarterbacks that's pretty much fighting for the starting position at this point. Between George McIntyre, Faison Brandon, and Ryan Staub.
I take it you didn't watch any of the y'all's spring game, did you?
No.
Okay. I didn't know. I think y'all start 3-0 on the bright side. I'm looking at your schedule right now, and you got Furman.
Yep.
I think that's how you say it. And then you got Georgia Tech, and
okay.
I don't think they'll be as great this year because they lost their offensive coordinator and their quarterback and their backup quarterback, or I think they lost their quarterback. And then you got Kennesaw State.
Yeah, we should start out 3 and
So
0.
if you can't start out 3-0, that's on y'all.
Well, honestly, here's the thing. With that being our first 3 games, that should give us enough time to find out who our quarterback is. Then if we.
Oh yeah.
So I just don't know who it's going to be.
I honestly think y'all are going to be more so of a defensive team this year.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's the way it's been.
Well, who you got as your defensive coordinator, I think it's going to be a definite defensive team this year.
Here's the thing. As long as our defense is solid and our offense is decent, I don't care. That's fine with me. It's like that worked with us a couple years ago when the defense was carrying Nico. So
you just got to hope that y'all can win at least 5 more after.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you got Texas, Auburn, Arkansas, Bama, Carolina, Kentucky, A&M, and LSU and Vandy.
It's a
rough patch.
Don't remind me.
That's some rough stuff. Don't worry, ours is rough too.
Then at 25, they got Utah Utes, who gives a snot about them. And nobody does.
They're annoying as well.
So, yeah, that was college football, everybody. Sorry that took about 40 minutes, but, hey.
We love some college football around here. We're getting closer.
Yep.
I'm excited. Slater, I know you're excited.
Oh, yeah.
It's exciting stuff.
All right, so on to the next subject on hand. We got some new movie trailers over the last couple weeks. We ain't been around. So first off, we got the new official trailer for Masters of the Universe. We got to hear Skeletor talk. Ridge, what do you think about Skeletor's voice?
I think it's pretty good. I mean, for a live action movie, I get it. Some people are wanting him to still have the high pitcher voice, but
would that have really fit?
I think
the way he looks though. That was my thought, because I wanted him to have that higher pitch voice, but
that's the thing though, is it wouldn't have fit how he looks,
right?
But for the people that know, first off, the people that know He-Man and know of Skeletor would still expect a high-pitched voice. And it would have looked hilarious, him having a high-pitched voice.
Who knows? He could still.
Now, I'm not going to lie, though. If you end up showing, like, at the very end, like in a cutscene or like an after-credit scene or whatever you want to call it, if we end up hearing him because he's not around everyone, like maybe only his henchmen.
Yeah, that's not.
And his voice goes up high.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
And like he only does the deep voice to be intimidating.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
That'd be hilarious.
I'd love that. Honestly.
But overall, it looks great too.
Nothing different than we said the last time. This movie just looks amazing. Yeah, Jerome, you should be excited for this one. I feel like this one's going to be a big one for the year. Again, I'm just holding out hope that during the credits or during an after credit, we'll get the hey, yeah. I hope we'll get the scene, man.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Whenever we was just watching that trailer, and I was watching again, I want somebody to edit that trailer and put that song in like a slow piano, like classical, sorrowful version of it.
There is one. Well, that's one that's done by the 4 Non-Blondes.
No, that has a guitar to it.
Put the Dolly Parton one on there.
No, I mean put like some classical orchestra sounding.
True. Yeah. True.
To it to give it that dramatic effect, but it's being that song. Just to hide it in and blend it in, but it'd be hilarious, even if it was just a trailer.
Like if it was like at the piano, ding, ding, ding.
Yep.
Ding. Yeah, that'd be cool. But yeah, June 5th, Masters of the Universe. We're gonna be there, and we're not gonna be square. So, Next trailer that we got over the last couple weeks was Supergirl, the official trailer. Again, another movie I think looks great. It still kind of gives me Guardians of the Galaxy vibe. Jerome said that he said there's got to be at least a small nod to the meme in the movie. I agree. But nah, Supergirl comes out. Didn't remember the date. It's August, right?
Sure.
But either way, this does give me.
I'm going to tell you who knows. I'm going to tell you who knows right off the rip of their dome piece probably is Jerome.
Jerome,
because he is a major DC fan.
Jerome,
I think he's keeping up with that stuff.
What date does Supergirl come out? Text it in 5 seconds, or I'll give you a knuckle sandwich.
4, 3, 2. You're too slow.
Man, you got a mean one coming, buddy. Not either way. I do. I do think this trailer.
I'm gonna say it is August.
Yeah, I do think this trailer does give off some Guardians of the Galaxy vibes. Heck, even the picture that I got up on there right now, she's literally wearing the Star-Lord outfit, like with the with the Walkman and the trench coat.
Oh yeah, this definitely gives off. I mean, James Gunn didn't even direct it.
Yeah.
June
26th. You're still getting that knuckle sandwich.
We was
buddy.
off. You were too slow.
But I do think this movie looks good though. Like it really does.
Can I ask something, Slater? And I know you ain't gonna know it right off the rip if you don't.
What?
But I swear, whenever they show the main villain for this movie, you know how they show his head lean in to the camera at one point? I swear they did the exact same thing in a trailer for Guardians of the Galaxy 3 with that villain, with the creator. Or High Evolution. I mean, is that who it is? I thought his name was Creator.
No, it was the High Evolutionary.
Okay. Either way, I'm pretty sure they did the exact same thing with that dude.
Probably.
Or close to the exact same shot.
Because the majority of the time that we saw him, it was in like the flashbacks with Rocket and his friends. So he kind of like leaned into him. Nah, but
Jerome says, sorry, it don't matter. You still get a knuckle sandwich. Enough to feed everyone you work with.
I got big hands, buddy. I got big hands. I do.
It's gonna be a little bit chewy because it's a little fatty, but you know.
Yeah, buddy. But
anyway,
I will say, I'm kind of nervous that they're gonna make Lobo too much of an anti-hero. I mean, I know he's an anti-hero, but originally I thought he was gonna be more villainy than he seemed in this trailer. So. This is one of those movies I'm excited for. I can't wait to watch it, but I'm still kind of nervous on it.
Listen, I never would have thought that a Supergirl movie I would be excited to watch. So, I mean, that's something in and of itself. I'm not going to hold out high hopes, but at the same time, I kind of am because I know that James Gunn is overseeing these projects, and if it's anywhere on the level that Superman was or border on it, yeah, I can't really complain.
Right.
Now, I am going to throw this out real quick because we don't have anywhere else to talk about it. After the second Superman movie comes out, do we think that James Gunn will still be there?
I do not know.
Or should we worry after the second Superman?
Here's the thing with DC is like we always have a high or two, then it somehow plummets every time. So,
well, I mean,
I hope that he sticks around, but there's a part of me that's like, there's also a part of me that's kind of like, I think they could get somebody else to do it.
I'm not holding out hope because I know good and well he does not care for the owners over at Paramount.
Yeah.
He's got some real issues with them on his views on certain things.
Right.
And I don't know if he'll stick around. I think he'll dip. Now, I will say that if he does dip, I hope he dips back over to MCU.
Yeah.
And there's a slight chance that if he does, he'll end up possibly taking. Possibly, I'm gonna say it's about 5% chance. So don't get too angry at this thought. There's a 5% chance that he'll take over Kevin Feige's spot.
Ooh. I would.
That's what I'm thinking.
I would prefer the Russos or Favreau to do that, but
I don't see neither one of them do though. Honestly, the bigger person that I see taking that role will end up being the guy that's over TV right now for Marvel.
Oh, Luis Despacito. I think that's his name. I see his name in all the movies, so it has to be him.
In the movies? What?
Well, there's a producer.
He's a TV show head runner.
There's a
Hold on a sec. Because now it's going to bug me. I don't know his name.
There's a producer that has done every single Marvel movie, and his name is Luis Despacito or something.
No, I'm talking TV.
I think he's done the TV shows too. That's why I was.
Brad Winderbaum. I think that he has the chance to take. It could be a two-man operation, to be honest. Like how Star Wars has how everything has become a two-person operation, and it honestly should be. There's very few times I can think of where a one person works because that one person knows how to go around and actually communicate with all these other people too to make whatever they're the heads over work.
Right.
AKA Bob Iger, he was really good at, being able to ask questions and, work with the other people, that was slightly below them, but to help him in his roles. But anyways, I see him being probably one of them, and then it could possibly be James Gunn if he ends up hopping over, or the Russos, maybe.
Right.
I'm not confident in them, to be honest. I am slightly. But I think if you take the writers away from them that they've had on their MCU projects, I'm a shoulder shrug emoji whenever it comes to them.
Right.
And then obviously Favreau, it'd be an interesting thing to see him over creative. But I don't know if he will want to or not, just because I know he wants to do other projects for Disney too,
Yeah.
Like if I'm not mistaken, he's supposed to be trying to get a Kingdom Hearts movie or something off the ground.
That'd be lit.
Yeah. So there, it's a TV series. It's one of the two.
Either way. So next we also got.
Anyway, we'll panic about it once we get there.
Yeah. Next we also got the trailer for The Backrooms by A24. Thought it was a solid trailer. It looks spooky. It looks mind twisty. I'm excited for that one. I'm not gonna lie to you on that one. I think the cast looks good. I think they're turning this whole story of the internet meme as the Backrooms and the whole thing about it into a really good horror movie, and it could become a cult classic. It might not be a huge hit, but I still think it could be a movie that people talk about still in the future. Just be like, oh man, you remember when they made a movie about that?
Oh, I don't have high hopes for it, slightly intrigued by it, but
I mean, it's not.
what I will say is congrats to the guy that made it. The original Backrooms is also the one getting to direct the live action.
Oh, that's cool.
Or this movie adaptation of it. So
That makes me want to
congrats
see it
to
even
him
more.
for
Not gonna
being
lie.
able to jump into this role
That makes me a
of
little bit
the
more excited.
director. So
I mean, the guy who created the whole thing, getting to be a part of it, that makes me a little bit more excited about it. But hey, we'll see how it goes.
that's a good birthday present for you there, Jerome.
Yeah. All right, so next on the list, we also, I think this is the last trailer we're going to talk about. We got the trailer for The Punisher: One Last Kill. And I feel like it's just like we talked about a couple weeks ago. This is going to be bloody. It's going to be balls to the wall action with some emotion in there with it. And I'm excited for it, man. I'm really excited for this. I know I need to catch up on my Daredevil, but this
Yes, you do.
This looks killer though.
I think this is going to be a great show. I don't have a lot of notes on it because I haven't watched Punisher on Netflix. Only like the first 2 episodes, I think. But
I have watched.
yeah, I'm excited for it. I've seen his action in Daredevil season 1. He looked good in there.
2.
No, it's season 1.
Oh, you're talking about Born Again. My bad.
Yes, Born Again. Not the Netflix stuff. I have also only watched 1 or 2 episodes of Daredevil from Netflix. But yeah, I'm excited for it. I'm excited for what they do right here and how this might lead into Spider-Man as well. I don't know, but it'll be interesting, to say at least.
Yep. All right, on to the next thing. So we officially got note that the Elden Ring movie has officially started production, and I did see pictures of like the set and everything, and it looks pretty cool. And it looks like A24 is behind it, so they'll go deep. They did a really good job in a fantasy movie called The Green Knight. If you ain't seen it, check it out. So I could see them doing really, really well with this movie. I'm excited for it. I know Caleb and Mikey's going to be excited for it. Ridge, I know you said.
I think this is the one important thing for Caleb that he would be intrigued in.
Yeah, he'd be all right.
Whenever you talk to him, but
But the thing is,
anyway,
it's going to be good. I'm sure the more we'll hear about it, the more we'll talk about it. But, at least we know it's in production now, and we'll have to see what's going on.
Pre-production.
The pre-production, my bad. All right, so what do you got to say on it, Richard?
I'm excited for it. I've played a little bit of these games. And, as far as I know, this is also like Skyrim. It's the same.
It's like Dark Souls. It's like it's a Souls
overhead of it all.
It's a Souls like third person hack and slash style game.
Yeah. I watched my brother play it a lot whenever I was younger too. I think it's crazy how many video games are getting the rub now.
Oh,
whether it's in movies or TV series.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's also cool seeing A24 get into video game realm as well.
I feel like that's what excites me about this movie is like Elden Ring has so much lore, and they got really crazy sized bosses and like Radon and Melania and all that. They got some really good bosses in the game, so it's like those are some characters that when you want to see brought to life in these movies, and I'm sure A24 will do a killer job at doing that. So I'm definitely excited to see what they do with this. You got anything else to say on it?
No, it's going to be interesting. I look forward to it.
Yeah. All right. So, let you take over for this one. Some news about Sadie Sink.
Yeah, so man, it wouldn't be one of our podcast episodes if we did not talk Marvel
Yeah, nope.
for about a quarter or half of the episode be our main thick topic. And what we spend the last hour and a half on, or 30 minutes on, however long it'll take us to get through all this. Uh, so it is apparently rumored, I don't know if I imagine it's true, that Sadie Sink has signed on for a 5-year film contract. Um, Sorry, I got distracted by Slater popping something up on the. Something popped up on the
Well,
YouTube
I was
video.
I was looking at the connection because you sound a little robotronic.
Sorry. Do I need to repeat what I was saying?
Yeah, I'd go ahead and repeat. Like I said, you were sounding like a little robotronic, so I had to make sure my internet connection wasn't dropping.
There's no telling. It's probably on my end because I watch it drop halfway just now.
That's probably what it was.
It still is. I don't know how to fix it. I ain't that worried about it.
You sound better now.
Sadie Sink has a 5-year film contract with the MCU, which also includes TV shows that she can pop up in. So she's already got a big contract signed underneath her belt. I imagine that they did this way they don't have another case of Robert Downey Jr., signing a contract for a small amount and paying him X amount of dollars and then wanting even more. They're trying to say, all right, we'll give you a lot of movies for this amount of money. Sign you while you're young. Sign you at this smaller price. Then
I'm sure they'll give her
after 5 years is up. After 5 years or 5 films is up, then we'll go from there, or TV shows, whatever. We'll go from there on extending you then. Yeah. Which I'm sure she will get an extension on. Because it's going to take longer than 5 years to get through the X-Men.
Oh, yeah, for sure. It's probably going to take 5 years just to get 2 movies out.
Probably.
But,
Well, you also got to think, though, because if I imagine that this is including Spider-Man, this will include Spider-Man Secret Wars, whatever they do for X-Men, and then whatever other TV shows, too. So,
yeah,
there's 3 films right there already. So
and
you have those 3 films and then 2 TV shows, and that's that.
I'm sure she'll probably get a new contract by then, and it'll probably be worth more money, depending on how successful it gets. But it'll be successful.
It'll definitely be successful.
Yeah.
Definitely be successful.
And the more I look at Sadie Sink, man, it's like more and more I can see her being Jean Grey. So, yeah, I'm excited to see what we're going to get into with the mutants. And then, speaking of...
I know this sounds...
Well, go ahead, Rich, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I know this sounds weird, but the older she gets, the more she looks like Jean Grey.
Oh, yeah, no, for sure. For sure. I think it's just like her, the way her face fits in. From watching her Stranger Things, watching her grow up, it was kind of weird seeing her play a character like Jean Grey, but now, the more I think about it, the more I see it.
Yeah.
So, speaking of mutants, we got some updates on the MCU's Xmen movie. Looks like we got 2 new writers. They're rewriting the script, apparently. And they got 2 writers from the Netflix show Beef from the season 2 that's just about to come out. So yeah, I'm sure that's good because I've heard Beef is a really good show. I actually thought about checking it out myself. So if they're getting people with some serious writing under their hand and everything to write the story, that excites me a little bit. Did hear that as of right now, the team that they're wanting to start the movie with, I wouldn't say the whole movie, but they're at least wanting to start the movie with, is Cyclops, Jean Grey, Beast, Angel, and Iceman. So, I mean, it'd be cool to see a full-fledged Angel. I mean, we only got Angel a little bit in X3. Then we got Angel in Apocalypse when they made him Archangel and he had the metal wings. Loved him. Thought he was fantastic. I love the way that Angel looked. But, you know, I'm excited to see more of him, more of his backstory. Also, wanted to bring up that there is talks of Peter Clothy, who, if you don't know, was in it was Sir Duncan the Tall in Knights of the Seven Kingdoms. You know, it's the Game of Thrones show that just came out. And then he also he's been looked at to be Beast, and apparently Odessa Zion is being looked at for Rogue. I'm kind of with what you said, Ridge. I don't know if I could see Odessa really playing Rogue. I mean, here's my thing: is yes, there's women who could play Rogue that could pull it off, but I feel like when it comes to, at least for me, you know, Rogue's arguably my favorite Xmen character besides Gambit. Well, her and Gambit are my number one. Like, it's like they can't have one without the other, in my opinion. So it's like there's a part of me that wants Rogue to be a little bigger, if you get what I'm saying. Not like sexually, but but like, have you seen what she looks like in Marvel Rivals? So in Marvel Rivals, she's more of what I feel
filled
she
out.
look. She's taller, she's bigger. Like, she's not just like, I love her in 97. Her in 97 is amazing. You know, it's the original version. They just, you know, toned her down a little bit. But I think, like, her being bigger, she's a Southern belle, man. Like, she needs to be thick. That's one thing. She needs to have the curves, man. You can
Slater, just say it how it is. Quit around the bush, look, man.
All right, fine.
She needs to be bigger. Just say she needs to be thicker. She needs to be fulfilled.
Look, man,
she needs to have a little bit more of a rack on her. She needs to have a little bit more of a rear on her.
If that thing
just put it straight forward to them.
If
that thing ain't singing, then we don't want it.
Well, she at least need a D cup.
That's what he's trying to say.
She at least need a D cup.
All right, that's what he's trying to say. All right. First off, I think she'd be all right in a C.
All right, yeah, I give you that. But at least have that.
Let's calm down a little bit.
At least have that booty look like a Georgia peach.
Oh, jeez, Louise.
Look, I'll get that out of the way. But seriously, I don't know if Odessa's the right girl to play.
Odessa ain't it. She ain't it. To me personally, she ain't it.
And
she might be able to fit in a different role.
Yeah.
The role I could throw her in, if we are throwing her into the X-Men, and this is probably going to sound stupid, and you probably don't think it'll work, which is fine. Give her Kitty Pryde.
I was thinking Kitty Pryde. So
give her Kitty Pryde. She has more so of that Kitty Pryde vibe to her, I think. Take it, the hair is completely opposite.
Right.
But, I mean, it could be a lot. There could be umpteen other things to change, you know.
Now, here's a casting that I heard that is apparently being looked at. And it was made by the same guy. I just saw it at a later time, so I didn't save it like a goofball. So we've heard of Sydney Sweeney being thrown around the MCU a lot when it comes to Black Cat and other characters like that, right? But I heard that they are legitimately looking at her to play Emma Frost. And I'm telling you, that would be amazing. Like, look, Emma Frost, again, like Rogue, filled out. But the character of Emma Frost is a very commanding character. You know, it's like, especially like when you play Marvel Rivals and you're playing against her, literally when she does her big move, she's like, kneel, peasants, and like stuff like that. She's a big, this is me, I'm a queen, nobody steps over me type woman. And I could see Sydney giving off that vibe as Emma. So I think it'd be cool. And she gives me Emma Frost vibes anyways. But either way, I'm excited to see what they're going to do. I think, they're on the right track. Oh, Harris Dickinson. Do you remember Iron Claw, the movie Iron Claw? The guy that played David Von Erich, the one that passes away first. The one that dies in Japan. Oh, he died in Japan.
Nah.
Well,
I don't remember.
Well, David Von Erich was the oldest Von Erich. Well, the second oldest Von Erich. Kevin was the oldest.
Yeah.
But he passed away. If y'all don't know, he sadly passed away in Japan when he was on the tour with the WCW or WWE at the time. I don't remember. But
WCW.
But he passed away sadly from a ruptured intestine, and the actor who played him in Iron Claw, Harris Dickinson, who's also playing John Lennon in the Beatles movie, apparently is being looked at to play Cyclops. And honestly, that's not a terrible pick. That's not a terrible pick.
I wish I knew what else he was from to be able to say or to it.
I think the only other movie I know that he was in was that movie with Nicole Kidman, Baby Girl, but I never watched it. So, but either way, Xmen is starting to pick up. We're going to see the Xmen in Doomsday, but these are our new Xmen and our new cast, and for the future, I'm sure they'll play a really big part in the MCU's future with the next saga being the Mutant Saga. And, I also heard that Mr. Sinister is going to be the villain. And with the possibility of Apocalypse being the Thanos of the Mutant Saga. So,
all right, can I back up for a second?
Yeah, go ahead.
Real quick. Back to the writers, the original reason why we got into this. So, to help you guys out understand these writers, first off, the director that's over this movie, also the same director that was over Thunderbolts. I can't think of his name right now. He's already worked with them, for one.
Yeah.
For two, both of these writers are award-winning writers. Okay? They've won plenty of different things. I can't think of. They're award-winning writers. Okay? That's the main thing that you need to know. Also, one of them, if you know the show The Bear, wrote for it, so obviously they've done really good because The Bear's a really good show from what I've heard. Haven't watched it, but I hear it's a really good show. If I'm not mistaken, it's also been a award-winning show, so they got a good background in writing, all right? So Don't worry about it, about these writers. They're really good at what they've wrote. And yeah, Jerome, like you say too, I cannot wait until what they look like 10 years down the road, too.
Facts. Look, all I'm saying, my main thing is I need Gambit. Gambit is my favorite, arguably my favorite superhero, period. I mean, even if he's not in this first movie, I hope they at least tease at him. I mean, I know we're getting 97, so I can at least get my fits from that and Channing Tatum's Gambit, but still.
Also, from what I heard too, and the reason why I was saying more modern Slater was because I heard that they're looking at characters from the same characters that we've seen in the Days of Future Past and Phoenix.
Oh.
So there's a possibility that we might be getting another take on the Phoenix story at some point too.
I mean, yeah, of course we need that storyline, but I just I don't know. I'm just excited, man. My brain's overloading. I just remembered we had Xmen 97 season 2 coming out this year, and I'm like about to shoot through the roof with excitement. Either way,
it'll be interesting, especially since the story will. I'm curious on how much it will change, or if it will change at all since.
Right.
Kang is no longer the big bad.
Yeah, and like, I've heard the discussion on, this is a really big discussion too, on whether if they're going to change what Charles and Eric look like whether they're going to change it to be, whether they're black and they go into the the oppression of the black people, or they keep the, Holocaust storyline, which to me is like, I feel like you can't go on from it because that's a big part of Magneto's character.
I mean, to me, I think that you still can go down this route now that you're talking about, Slater, of, having the Holocaust version is and everything. The only reason why I say this is because I'm just trying to stretch out as far as I possibly can, like Mr. Fantastic reaching for stuff. All right.
Right.
I about told a dirty joke, but I pulled myself back from it. Anyways, the reason why, though, is because from what I've heard, the possibility of us having whatever this new main timeline after Secret Wars will pretty much be Battle World still.
Right.
Just without Doom ruling over it. So I still see a possibility where you have characters like your Charles and your Magneto from maybe different universes that are in this new timeline to stay, so that way you can still have them have that background and it slightly makes sense in this new universe,
Right.
I know it sounded really choppy on what I was explaining, but I'm trying to make things fit, and like I said, I'm stretching.
I also heard of there's a comic book line where Magneto, whenever they experimented on him, after they took him in at Auschwitz, that they experimented on him, of course, especially after finding out he had powers. And I guess there's a comic book where they gave him something that was like that early formula, or a formula of super soldier serum. So I mean,
it'd be interesting.
That could explain his, but they're also mutants, and mutants age pretty slowly too. So I mean, there's
mutant on top of super soldier serum,
which would really explain how, even how Ian McKellen is still holding up. But this is my thing, man. Is that
dude in general is holding up. All right.
Yeah. Here's my thing, though, is I understand why people bring up the idea of making the point behind Charles and Magneto be black oppression, but it just wouldn't fit the characters, I don't think. And this is coming from a for real Xmen movie and a real ally, man. I'm for adversity and I'm for changing things to go with the times, but here's the thing. His story is such centered around the fact that he's a Jewish man, and that really plays into the story. I mean, he's literally still got the numbers on his wrist from Auschwitz. That's how big it is, and that's why it needs to be kept.
Now, we can also, though, throw out the idea too that he is a Jewish black man.
Yeah. True. That
has, and maybe it is because if you think about with Logan comes from, he's lived for a long freaking time.
Yeah.
So maybe this Magneto has lived through the Holocaust and
slavery,
the slavery and all that.
I mean, that could make sense, but the thing is when Magneto gets taken through Auschwitz, he's a kid. He's maybe 11, 12 years old.
Right. And well, that's what I'm saying is like you have him be a kid in that sense, and then but he's grown into a full grown man by the time he gets to that point, and maybe you have like a different telling of
True.
he was able to escape from slavery because of his powers.
Maybe. Like you said, Jerome. I agree with you, Jerome. But I mean, Ridge has got a great point. But I do feel like either way, they need to keep the fact that he was a Jewish man and his mother, I mean, his whole entire family was killed in Auschwitz. So it's like that's why, like, when you go back to Apocalypse, he's literally, Apocalypse literally, and I don't care what nobody says, Jerome. If you disagree, you're getting an extra knuckle sandwich. Xmen Apocalypse is one of the most underrated superhero movies of all time. I don't care if nobody liked Oscar Isaac as Apocalypse, but there are scenes in that movie that just make me, as a super Xmen fan, want to just scream to the world, "Thank you!" Like the part where he has Magneto in Auschwitz and he like puts his hand on the ground. And he says, "You can feel the metal in the earth. You can move that." And like Magneto just explodes, and all the metal from Auschwitz just explodes out of the ground. Even the dang minerals that are in the ground of the earth. It's like, Magneto, that dog can literally pull blood out of people's body. Come on now, like. But still, I'm excited. I'm excited for X-Men. If you can't tell, Magneto is like my second favorite X-Men character. So it's like. I've literally got a statue of him sitting right here beside me.
Slater, whenever we get off air, don't let me forget, I need to throw a stupid idea out to you.
Okay.
We're not going to talk about it on here. That'd be one of them, if it was on Patreon, maybe we'd throw it out, but I'm not throwing it out here.
Okay.
It's definitely stupid. That's sorry.
Oh, you're good. All right, and one last thing, Ridge, I'll let you take over this last spot.
Yeah, all right. So, sticking with Marvel, the MCU, all that grandiose. So it is being rumored. We're going to have this as a rumor as well. Man, we should have just brought back rumor has it. You know what?
Good man, Jerome, by the way. Jerome said he is the kind of fan that enjoys almost anything X-Men related. Good man. No extra
anyways,
for you.
So, no, there's still going to be an extra one. Because I'm going to give them one for no good reason.
I'm sorry, I can't do nothing about that.
I'll hunt them down too. Anyways, so it is being rumored that Avengers Doomsday is going to move up from its original December 18th release date and move into what was originally supposed to be Jumanji's release date. And I think Jumanji is moving back. They're moving back closer to Christmas holiday.
Wouldn't make sense.
Don't know the exact date for them. But they're saying that Doomsday is possibly going to move up to December 11th instead of December 18th. The reason being, mainly, is so that way they can get some IMAX screen showings in.
And that is because Dune 3 also comes out on December 18th.
Yep, and Dune 3 has a big contract with IMAX to have like a long period of time of showings of Dune 3.
Especially in IMAX. Yeah.
Well, that's what I was saying with the contract with IMAX.
One, honest, I really hope they do this just because, I mean, one, I don't have to be in the movie theater for 6 dang hours. And two, I mean, I think it's just smart. Like, so these two massive movies won't be fighting each other.
Right. I mean, you'll still have Doomsday be a thing.
Yeah.
Because it's only like a week's apart, for one.
Right.
For two, Doomsday will be able to get IMAX screens.
Yeah.
So, also, it will give it a larger opening weekend as well. So, I'm fine with it. I'm fine with going a little bit. You can't be mad for them moving up.
Look, man, if you told me you wanted to move Doomsday to next week, I'd be like, okay.
Say less. We'll
Say
be
less.
there. I mean, it'll kind of ruin my plans on what I'm wanting to do for whenever the movie comes out. I'm thinking about, and I don't think I've told you this yet, Slater. I'm thinking about getting a custom suit made.
Oh. Like a Doctor Doom
where,
suit?
Like a Doctor Doom nice suit.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm thinking about doing that, like having like the olive green with gold accents on it.
Kind of like what Robert Downey Jr. was wearing at the Comic-Con when they showed him off for the first time.
Kind of. It'll look
similar, but not entirely.
It'll be more so of a suit.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to get it as close of a color as I can to what we see Doctor Doom in, but obviously it's going to be in suit form. I'm thinking probably a white shirt underneath. I don't know yet.
Yeah, get you a green tux, like that dark forest green tux, with a white shirt under, with a green tie, bow tie, whatever you want to do, and get you like a little gold pocket watch.
What I'm hoping to be able to do is I'm hoping that I can get the buttons to be gold.
Yeah.
If I do the green tie, it's going to have gold accents running through it.
Yeah.
Or gold pattern running through it.
Wait. Should you do gold or should you do silver, since Doom's wearing a lot of silver in this movie?
Well, that's the whole thing about the shirt.
Ah, true.
Because either the shirt's going to be white or it's going to be silk. Like gray.
Okay, yeah.
Like a metal gray color.
Yeah, okay. I got you. They do have like a metallic satin gray, so.
Yeah. And the shoes, I'm going to get some olive green shoes too for it.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. I know of at least, I know one place that makes suits down in Chattanooga. So I might go back to them for it. I don't know yet. The only issue I have with going to them, I love that place, but it's right in the smack dab center of downtown. So parking is annoying and I have to pay to park sometimes,
Yeah.
So, with parking down there, you got to pay to park. So, I might just get it. I might go like Men's Warehouse or something and have them size me.
Should we all just pull up and custom suits?
Do it online. I mean, if you can afford it, do it.
I'll pull up in a Thor-inspired suit.
Because suits ain't cheap.
Or a Cyclops or Magneto-related suit. But either way.
I mean, you could hear me out. Instead of doing a suit so that way it ain't freaking expensive.
Yeah.
Do just like a dress shirt and dress pants.
Yeah.
Of it.
True, yeah.
So that way it's like a little bit less, but still like.
I might have to do something Magneto related.
Like I honestly because I know like the main place we're going to be watching this is at Athens Movie Palace. I kind of wish that we could somehow do like a green carpet event for it.
Yeah, but I do have a feeling that they wouldn't want to do something like that.
You never know. This is a really big movie.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, they could call it the Hellfire Gala red carpet or green carpet. Because, Doom was a part of the Hellfire Gala, so.
Yeah. I don't know.
But
it's an idea to float to them at least, too,
Yeah. Well, either way, Doom, whether it's, a week before or, the same week, we're going to be there on the day of. So we're
going to be there either way to watch this.
No doubt. Honestly, we should think about, if we don't get to watch it in Athens, we should think about try to go to like Cleveland or something. But
I'm honestly thinking that if I'm not watching it in Athens, and what I might do is watch it first in Athens because they'll more than likely be out that Thursday.
yeah,
Watch it in Athens, and then that Friday night showing going to Turkey Creek.
see, I was thinking Turkey Creek too.
Because Turkey Creek has the IMAX theater.
Yeah, I want to see it. I want to try to check it out in IMAX.
And that would be probably where I'd wear the suit at.
Honestly, I haven't watched an IMAX movie since Tenet, dude. Like,
Yeah.
so like, I really want to check it out. So we do have one thing to bring up before we get off tonight.
Couple things.
Yeah, a couple things. First things first. It is September 19th, right, Rich?
For the event thing?
Yes.
Well, you see, you caught me off guard because you asked me a date on
I do believe it's September 19th.
It's whenever it's like their grand opening day.
So, yeah, I'll double check real quick, but I do believe it's the 19th.
If it's the 19th, I feel like that's like a day. It's a weekend earlier, I feel like, than whenever they normally open.
It is the 19th. So,
That or it's the exact same.
So on September 19th, from 2 o'clock to 10 p.m., we will be at the Scream Chamber's official Halloween kickoff event. And we'll have a vendor table, so you'll be able to come up, talk to us, see us, sign our table. Heck, Jerome, if you come, buddy, you better be looking for that knuckle sandwich. But no, for real though, I mean, if come talk to us, have some fun. Heck, we may do some movie trivia. We might think about giving you some candy or something like that if you're nice.
Get some candy out like it's Halloween. You better say trick or treat.
Or I'll give you something to eat, buddy. Like I said, Jerome, be watching out.
If you say trick, you're getting a knuckle sandwich. If you say treat, you get a piece of candy, except for Jerome. He's getting knuckle sandwich either way.
And he said he'll be there too.
That's his trick and his treat.
It's coming for you. But no, either way, we're excited. We're pumped. We've been talking about Scream Chamber ever since we started this channel. Rich, you worked with them for the 2 years that we've been here. I'm just pumped, man. I'm excited to finally get to work with them. And hopefully this builds a bigger relationship with us. And Jerome sent a frowny face. But not
so.
Yeah.
To talk a little bit more about it, like Slater said, this is going to be exciting for us to be able to get to have this opportunity. I told Slater it shouldn't be that hard for us to get in.
And it wasn't.
It wasn't. I think they know I'm a part of this podcast. I don't know, to be honest with you guys. If not, they will here shortly. We might try to get an interview with them. We gotta show up early anyways, so since we'll be showing up either way, or since we'll be showing up early, we'll try to sneak in an interview with one of the owners and have that up and live. I imagine that we'll just do that stuff live. Because if we don't do things live, I've realized that if nothing that we do is live, it don't get posted. Because I think back to the thing that we did at Athens Movie Palace.
Yeah.
As far as I know, that didn't get posted.
No, it got posted.
It did?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I just didn't see it. That other thing that we got to be a part of, that didn't get posted unless you posted it underneath my nose.
No, it's still on there, but it's not the best of footage.
No, I'm not talking about the whenever we did our episode from there. I'm talking about yeah.
But no. What are you talking about?
Weren't we supposed to get footage while we was there at the Metrotham Con or whatever?
Oh yeah, no, that didn't happen.
Yeah. And then also whenever we went to CreepyCon, I don't remember us getting footage of it.
We had a short. We had two short interviews. One was about wrestling. The other one was me interviewing like two people. Then we had a video of the girl crawling out of the TV.
And we also had the interview with
David Howard Thornton.
Yeah, but other than that, I think we had some photos maybe go up on Facebook. Not sure.
Yeah, that too. But another thing, did find out David Howard Thornton is going to be at Chattanooga Comic-Con this year in November. So, and that same convention, guy played Arthur Morgan and John Marston is going to be there. So, I am really going to try to get us into that convention because I got us into it once before. And I really think it'd be really cool if we can get an interview with, like a legit interview with David Howard Thornton. And
you're right.
And a legit interview with either one of or both, Rob Whitfield and Roger Clark. So
okay, sorry to interrupt you. Real quick, RL, I don't know if you're still in here or not, but which trailer are you talking about, bud?
He might be a little behind.
He says they can't wait for the trailer to drop.
Well, he might be talking about the official full trailer for Doomsday because we still ain't got that yet. So
I imagine so. I don't know, but if you could or if you want to, go ahead and tell us which one it is, and we'll get back to you on it if we're still running. If we're not going, then we'll try to hop back in and get to you in the comment section. Also, good boy Cryptic, appreciate you making sure that he don't back out from that, letting Jerome back out from that knuckle sandwich that he's got coming his way. Anyways, also another con that we're going to try to go to this month here in I think 2 weeks is ShutterCon down in Chattanooga. It's going to be at Camp Jordan. So if you for some reason are out and about or have nothing better else to do, come check that con out with us. We didn't get invited media wise.
We're just gonna go.
We're just gonna go. It's cheap tickets from what I remember seeing. I think it's like $15 a person or something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah, so it's affordable. I don't know who else is going to be there as far as the vendors and everything, but it'll be interesting to see nonetheless. We might try to find the people that are running it to see if we can go live in there and show around. So that way we can help them spread out about ShutterCon, because I don't even know how long of a thing this has been or if this is something new that's going on, because it hasn't been one of those big time talked about cons that I've seen pop up before. So who knows, this might be something interesting to start helping them grow and another opportunity for us. What else is there?
Well, I'm looking at ShutterCon right now, and it looks like they are sponsored by Dread Hollow. Looks like we got some independent horror movie makers and fans and people. So I mean, even if it's a small thing, it'd still be something cool to check out at the least.
So if you go there, like I said, holler at us. We'll try and meet up or whatever.
And it is $15 for on site.
Yep. So it's I imagine, or I'm hoping, at least, that this isn't too packed of an event.
Right.
So if you're looking for this to be your first ever con to go to, especially one that's in the scary movie scene, this is probably the best one to go to for starters. Just so that way you're not absolutely swarmed by a lot of people.
Right.
Also, I will throw out, we are looking at the idea of going, again, not as media pass holders, but just going because it's a good lineup to CreepyCon this year, or at least I am.
Now, if we can get media passes, that'd be great. But
yeah, if we could get media passes, awesome. If not,
great.
Still gonna go because it's again, it's not that expensive to get into.
No.
I think that one's $20 or at max 40.
But either way, so far they've got Kane Hodder and Bill Moseley. If you don't know, Kane Hodder is Jason Voorhees from Friday the 13th, Part 7 and up until, the remake where Derek Mears played him. Then Bill Moseley is most famous for The Devil's Rejects and 3 from Hell. He's also Chop Top in Texas Chainsaw 2. And if you are an Einstein Kills fan like me, he plays the main detective in the Welcome to Horrorwood storyline.
Also, if I'm not mistaken, they're going to have, I can't remember the band's name.
Guar.
Yeah.
And Twisted. Twisted's going to be there too. So if you're an ICP, Psychopathic Records fan, Twisted is going to be there as well. So
yeah, they got a pretty darn good lineup this year.
Yeah.
So it's definitely going to be something that we'll probably be going to as well. Once we get closer to CreepyCon and the Scream Chamber event, we'll let you guys know more information as we know more information. But that's just the plan for the near future on things that we're going to be going live on.
Oh, bro, they got... Okay, hold on.
And bringing you content to.
Okay, so before I get off, I'll continue with CreepyCon real quick, because there's a lot of crazy people we have not seen, bro. So, like I said, they got Kane Hodder, they got Twisted, they got Bill Moseley, they got Guar, we got a girl from The Terrifier and Walking Dead. Then we got R.A. Maheloff. If you don't know, he's a very famous paranormal activity. Well, not paranormal activity. He's a paranormal investigator, but he played Leatherface in Texas Chainsaw 3. So if you grew up watching Ghost Adventures and Ghost Hunters, he's been on a couple of their episodes.
Nice.
Then they got Matthew Taylor. He was Nemesis in Resident Evil Apocalypse. It was like the second Resident Evil movie that they came out with. Killer character. Then the woman who played Liar Rona in The Curse of Liar Rona is going to be there, bro.
Who?
Oh my god! And the guy that played the main guy from The Hills Have Eyes.
Nice.
Who, if you don't know, as you know, I'm a big Crow fan. He was supposed to be playing a character named the Scarecrow in the Crow movies, but whenever Brandon Lee passed away, they had to scratch that part of the storyline. It was supposed to build their whole story, but bro, Liar Rona, that's sick. I've got the poster too. I might have to take that to get her to sign it. But yeah,
that'd be cool.
But no, we got some good stuff coming out. I will bring up next week. We will not be on. WrestleMania is next week, and we are wrestling people.
Guys, I gotta throw this out. I'm sorry to interrupt you again. Yeah. To be honest, if we had 100 viewers or 100 people on our Facebook page, I'd probably go live over there. So get our Facebook page up to 100 people over there, and by God, I'll be live because I'm not going to watch Wrestling Mania.
Wrestling Mania.
Wrestling Mania. I'm not watching it this year. There's just too much I don't like about it this year, and unfortunately, that weighs out me wanting to watch it.
Yeah.
At most, I'll just go back and look at some of the things on TikTok. Other than that, yeah, I'm not watching this year. The only match that was really intriguing to me is Brock Lesnar versus Opa Femi, and that's just not worth going in to watch it.
Right. I get you on that.
So,
all right, guys. Well, it seems like that's the end of the podcast. If you've made it this far, grab your next kin's phone, hit that subscribe button. See, Cryptic, I knew I liked you, buddy. Ice 9 Kills are amazing. But, you know, like I said, grab your next kin's phone, hit the subscribe button, share us out, notification, hoopla, hit our Facebook up.
Help us reach 150 subscribers. That's our next goal. And also help us hit 100 followers on our Facebook page.
And Cryptic, I'm sure there's a lot of stuff that Ridge could say on why he wouldn't want to watch wrestling. But so far, it's realistically, it's just a big TKO fest right now.
I was going to say, that's honestly the big thing is TKO has ruined it.
Yeah.
That's the biggest
part. Honestly,
part
what they're starting to do with Punk and Cody calling out TKO and all that, what they're starting to do right there, that's starting to pick something up for me.
They ain't picking crap up for me.
Because what I'm hearing,
that's just calling them out.
What I'm hearing is they are looking to do a WWE versus TKO storyline.
Maybe,
but again, either way, we'll talk about that more after Mania, I'm sure.
Still, even then, just from what they're doing in WrestleMania with how many celebrities you got,
yeah, it's
an overkill. I would have liked it if, sure, let's have, heck, hold on, I just froze. Let's have young Lil Yachty, I bet I said Young Gravy for some reason, that's two opposite people. Let's have Lil Yachty come out with Trick Williams. Sure, that would have been cool.
That's fine.
And then him go back. That's fine. Sure, let's have Pat McAfee be on commentary during WrestleMania.
Sure, yeah.
That's fine. I like him in that role. But whenever you change him into this heel character that has no business being in this feud, that was a big blow.
Yeah, it was.
Right there. And I was fine and dandy with having Jelly Roll get a match. I'm fine with that.
Yeah. He's proven himself
just because,
that he's good. And that's the thing about Pat McAfee. Pat McAfee is a good wrestler, but this story had no point of him being that guy.
This doesn't fit for his storyline, and he does not do good as a heel.
Right, Cryptic, you're right. Cryptic said part of him feels like WrestleMania has turned into just a celebrity show.
Well, I mean, it has. I mean, TKO has sat here and said, all right, we're not selling enough tickets, so how else can we sell tickets? Let's bring in this celebrity, that celebrity, the other celebrity, and all these other celebrities into this.
Realistically.
To try to make up for it.
Realistically.
And it's just damaged it.
What they should have done, right? This is what I'm going to say about this whole Pat McAfee thing. What they should have had done is had Pat McAfee come on commentary, right? It should have turned out that this person that Randy Orton was talking to, because there has been even more things show up on the internet. There was a video about this person saying that he was going to be there or in Las Vegas at this time and everything. What they should have done is have Ted DiBiase been there. Ted DiBiase.
I'll tell you straightforward how this should have went down for TKO. Okay, first off, TKO, you made the mistake of taking it back to Vegas.
Yes, 100%. That's the
Vegas ain't a good tourist destination right now. I don't know if y'all don't realize that or not. I don't care how much they pay you.
Here's the thing:
that's not where the money's going to be made at. Your money's going to be made at off of getting your fans in. Oh, by the way, you outpriced your fans. So ain't a single fan wanting to come to the show. And just now, right here, whenever it's too late to plan out for a trip like this, you decide to lower a day's worth of WrestleMania down. So you're still biting yourself in the hand. You might get a few more people, but you're still biting the hand that feeds you.
Here's another thing. Why in the ever-living hell is Monday Night Raw in Knoxville, Tennessee the same damn price as WrestleMania on Saturday night?
Because it's TKO. They only want one thing, and that's freaking money.
Yeah.
You know how else they could have, what else TKO's role should have been for any of this type of stuff? Their only roles should have been what I've been clamoring for from since they began. Is that they should be able to bring us in for some of these main events, Bruce Buffer, to call out the announcing of the wrestlers coming into the ring and what the match is for just the main event. Pay him for the main event spot to come out, because that's a big part right there, right?
Now, Cryptic, here's the thing. I know Logan Paul ain't the greatest of human beings, but here's the thing. Logan Paul has proven himself as a wrestler. He's not just a celebrity now. He's a full-time wrestler. He's been a full-time wrestler for the past few years now. And that man, I've seen the man live. He's a great wrestler. I mean, I'm not just saying that because I'm a fan of him. It's just, I think he legitimately is a good wrestler now. But I get where you're coming from on that. But I don't think it started with Logan. I just think...
Also, another thing, if you want to include somebody in this Randy to quote-unquote be talking to, why not have it be an MMA fighter if you're wanting some big celebrity or something?
Right. Especially... especially if you wanted it to be somebody who wanted to, bring that tone as, that Pat McAfee is trying to bring. Bro, imagine if it was, I wouldn't say
Conor McGregor.
I was thinking Conor, but I was thinking more of Nate Diaz.
No, I just see Conor for something like that.
Yeah, I just, excuse my French, but he just walks up in there. Where the fuck is everyone?
I mean, it's just there's you bit yourself on the hand.
Yeah.
This all started. This whole issue started to me whenever you decided to pull back on WrestleMania being in New Orleans and going back-to-back years at Vegas just because they wanted to pay more money.
I knew that this was going to be a controversial Mania because, from that moment. And the thing is WrestleMania is like the Super Bowl. It's supposed to be experienced around the country. Hell, at this point, WrestleMania, yes, I get WrestleMania or whatever is supposed to be in Riyadh next year, but
okay, so
London.
That's the only thing, is that if you have it in Riyadh, sure, they'll pay for it. But how many times are they going to continue to pay for it?
Right.
How many times are those fans going to continue to pay for it? Because guess what? They're going to keep on jacking up the price.
Yep.
And keep on pricing out America's audience. Yep. And no one's going to want to watch, and no one's going to want to go because you can't afford it. You're thinking short term with this stuff, man. They really are. They're thinking short term because they see the money dangling in front of them whenever it comes to paying for the venue. And then they're thinking, let's pay the same price for a Super Bowl ticket to go watch WrestleMania.
What's crazy is I remember last year, 2 years ago, right, when the Super Bowl was in Vegas. I remember looking up the price of WrestleMania front row or really good seats versus a really good seat at the Super Bowl, right? The amount that it would take to buy a Super Bowl ticket, you could get first class flights there and back to where WrestleMania was. You could, I think it was when it was in Philly. So Philly, it was the first class flights from Knoxville to Philly. Then there was really good, those priority seats where you get the meet and greets and everything, seats for WrestleMania in the first level. So you get an amazing view of the ring and stage. And you get the closest possible 4-star hotel to Lincoln Stadium in Philly. You would have got all that and would have still had $500+ in spending money at WrestleMania. for that same price it would have took to get a really good seat at the Super Bowl.
It's ridiculous.
And
I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now, Slater, hold your breath on the idea of WrestleMania even getting to come to Nashville.
yeah, at least for a few years.
I'm with TKO involved. I don't think any.
And here's the thing is, and that's why I was going to bring up TKO, is I kind of feel bad for Triple H because Triple H is getting all the fingers pointed at him, saying that it's his fault and everything. But when it's really TKO and he can't really do nothing about it.
TKO ain't a creative company. They're not a storyline people.
No.
They TKO, the people that are above Triple H right now in TKO only know fighting. They only know the fighting part because they worked with UFC originally.
Yeah.
With Endeavor.
They're still with
before it merged into TKO. And I'm going to say this, and this is going to be the last thing, and it's going to sound odd as all get out. I know that people won't like it. But to be honest right now, dude, I'm almost at the point where I'd rather Vince McMahon buy back WWE with Riyadh or whoever in Saudi.
That's what a lot of people have said. A lot of people
because I'm to the point where I'm just, burnt out on this whole TKO nonsense.
I just wish there was something that we could just get away from TKO and Riyadh. And I'm not and there's no hate on the Riyadh shows because they've been decent. But the thing is I just think all it is a money grab.
It is. Everything that TKO does is a money grab.
And it's just it's starting to ruin my love for wrestling. And here's the thing is I'm about to get to the point where I'm going to start watching AEW. And not saying that I'll fully like it better, but at least there I ain't got to worry about this.
At least they're cheaper.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Even their big shows that they put on are cheaper.
And it's just crazy, man. But either way,
it's disappointing.
Either way, guys, we love you. We thank you for watching around, sticking around this long. And like I said, we won't be on next week because of WrestleMania. If anything, we might possibly do a small video during that day, but no promises.
That or if y'all get us up to 100, I will go live at 8 o'clock. Same time as always, but just over on Facebook.
Yeah.
And you'll see my face.
Yeah. But anyway, guys, we'll see you later. Peace out.